Welcome to Wine with Adam. I'm your host, Adam Bellows, and welcome again to Wine with Adam. Here I have my very, very, very special guest, the Queen of Jaffa, Miss Chaya Lev. How are you today?
Hi, how are you?
Absolutely fantastic. Today, we are going to be enjoying some really wonderful rosé from the Judean Hills. Chaya, you have a huge connection with dancing and spirituality, from what I understand, because your whole thing is about expressing joy everywhere you go, which has so much to do with who you are and where you come from.
I think dance is just so much for expression. When we listen to music, when we're upset, what do we listen to? Eminem, because I am whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Say I am.
Yes, I am whatever you say. And then if, we want to chill, we listen to a little bit of classical. Music is about emotion, and for me, because I am trying to lift women and trying to lift their spirits and trying to help them find their best them in their center, dance is the only way to help, get that across. I'm going to start with deciding to choose Judaism.
Because that's a big choice.
That's a huge choice because it takes a choice to go against the grain and do what you want. Everyone is doing what their parents want, what their family. I deal with people all the day, every day.
What does that choice feel like?
It feels like self. It feels like sense of self. It feels like self-control. It feels like having what we should have is looking into ourselves, self-introspection, and deciding to do what's right for us.
Tell me about twerking.
I'm a life coach. What I work with women is letting go.
How long have you been doing this?
When I started with this cancer journey, and having.
When were you diagnosed?
I'm 47 now. When I was 40.
And how long?
And so about 2 years. So about 2 years, 2-3 years. And I knew, first of all, to go back to my conversion, when I decided to convert, and I talked to the rabbi, I said one day I'm going to live in Israel. They say every year, next year in Jerusalem. Well. Put us
exactly.
You know the African people, we take it literally. We're like, oh, man, put us there. So he was like, you're never gonna, you wouldn't move to Israel. There's born Jews that don't even move to Israel. I said, listen, Rabbi Schneider, I don't know what the people that's born, I don't worry about what other people do. I can tell you what I'm gonna do. And he was right. When would I go? I was married, my kid was young, I ran a business, I owned a salon in Dallas, Texas.
Dallas is a great town.
It's a great town.
Great town.
It's a
great Jewish
town.
community.
I didn't know when, but then when I got cancer, I literally was in chemo, and I said, I think I'm gonna move. First of all, I said, Hashem, really, you heard my prayer, like, should I be here? And I said, and the next day, something from Nefesh B'Nefesh popped up while I was getting chemo. And I filled it out. My friend Tova right first. I called her first, and I said, Tova, this happened. I'm gonna do it. She's like, you've been saying it, do it. And so I knew I wanted to do dance. So I had a double mastectomy, so I had a surgery and I reconstruction. And this reconstruction, he wouldn't do it because you had to strengthen your core. So I knew I would come to Israel and I would do dance and I would so my higher dance movement is my healing journey. You can't move and grow if you don't go to your core.
Right.
And so it's a core-based workout with twerking. So I say, it's beyond twerking. I mean, we do twerking, but it's a soul. It is movement. It is people saying, I left my husband from taking your class. You can only imagine the messages that I get.
Really?
I left my abusive husband. I didn't know that I needed the strength. By dancing with you, I found the strength. I'm in Modine, I'm in Jerusalem. I used to teach kids in Renana at a country club. I'm everywhere. And it's because dance is universal. To feel good, everybody wants to feel good. No one wants to be around a Debbie Downer, around a person that doesn't want to feel good, doesn't want to work on themselves. So what we do is dance, of course, but first what we do is build ourselves from inside out. Because only when your body is free and when your soul is free, is your body free. You can't dance tight. Let it go. Let it go. That's our first, we just open everything up. We open our heart chakras. We open everything up. That's what higher dance movement is. Then we pop it like it's hot. That's next. Because you're not going to make that thing pop if you're tight.
If you're tight.
And so in my class, we open up. We do all of that. We talk about taking control of who we are, our feelings. We are not what people think about us. We are who we are.
Tell me like what you're looking to accomplish in the next couple of years. Like what does the future look like?
You know, pre-COVID, I was like, you know, I want a studio, I want a place where women can come and breathe and just let their guard down to grow. Because I believe that you can't be a good lover, wife, mother, sister, daughter, even in the male version, if you can't accept and embrace yourself. There's no way in the world you're going to be able to embrace other people if you can't even look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm enough, I am love, I am light, this is it. I accept me and embrace myself for everything that I am and everything that I am not. Because everything that you are not is more important to me than everything that you are. Because if you try to be like someone else, that's just gonna bring, that's not gonna bring you joy.
On that note, I want to say thank you for joining me today.
Adam lit. We are lit, Adam. We are lit. I love you. This heat and this wine. Gouche
There you
Etion.
go.
I mean, I'm broke, so I can't buy none, but I'm gonna drink yours.
I want to say thank you to my wonderful guests for joining me. So wonderful.
Adam, you're the best. Thank you, baby.
Thank you to Gouche Etion for the wine.
Thank you, Gouche
L'chaim.
Etion. L'chaim. Tahimo.